We are inside Masada on top of this huge mountain. Very hard to get to the top. You either climb the side of the mountain or you ride the gondola up.
Masada? Oh my God, there's a lot of people here.
You put that on a tortilla with cheese, right?
Masada.
Look at this. The Dead Sea down there. This was Herod's palace, fortress. Let's go find our guide here. He's gonna talk.
Modest.
Modest, whatever. Yeah, really, I'm not allowed to work with shorts. When I do hiking, I wear shorts. Hi, people. Hi.
Virginia!
Virginia. What a weather. What a weather you got.
Yes.
People, I'm one. I know, but listen, come close. Now that you are on Masada, you understand why Masada. Because it's isolated. Remember isolated? The top is flat. It's easy to pin. The only problem we have, where do we get water? If we can get water to the top, everybody can survive. So the issue and the key is how we get water. Exactly. Now, when we came here to do the restoration, the excavation, the uncovering, if you look at the black line right there, that's how we found Masada. The black line is the level. What you see on top of the black line, look all over, is what we added. It's what we added. So people understand what they are seeing. Are you all with me?
Yes.
The quarry to build Masada is here. Meaning stones we are not short of. We don't have a problem of stone at all, as you can tell. Now there is something also to watch and understand here. When we talk about the Dead Sea, what you see there is not the Dead Sea. It is water of the Dead Sea, dammed in pools, man-made, but the end of the natural body of water. Remember the word natural? That we can call Dead Sea ends here. That's the end. But you can tell that once upon a time it was over there. So the Dead Sea year by year is getting smaller. Absolutely. Now the name is not Masada. Doesn't mean a thing. Masada. Because Masada means fort. Fortification. The archaeology is King Herod the Great. Remember him?
Yes.
Most of it, not all of it. Most of it. The story is not Herod. The story is the rebels. The rebels that are taking what Herod did and use it for their own purpose. And I'm sure he was in his grave. You understand what I mean? Because what he did so well, and he was like a Roman, is finally serving the people which he hated the most. Are you all with me? Yes. People, you're not with me, I can see you.
Oh wait, listening.
People, you got the point? The archaeology is Herod, except of that building which was a church. But the story of Masada is not Herod. The story, as you already saw, is the Jewish revolt against Rome. 70 years after Herod died. 70. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Virginia, wake up. Let's go. If somebody lost
So he was just telling us that the black line that we see along the wall means that was what was here when they discovered it with the archaeology teams. And everything above the black line is what they built in restoration. This is a rock quarry where they dug out to get the stones for what they're building. The commandant's residence. See a little bit better of it from up here. Commandant's residence. What a view he had looking out the window, huh? Main entrance square.
The man in charge of security. We see his villa behind my back. Now what do you see? You will see fresco. Fresco are painted. You see fresco dating back. People, look at me. 2000. Look at me. This is not 2 years, this is 2000. Behind the fresco, there is stucco. Now what we did, because the stucco was deteriorating and we were worried about the fresco, we peeled out everything. We glued the fresco, not us, it's a fresco, we do it, on canvas, and we brought it back after we recreated the stucco. You understand? So the stucco is not original. What is original is the fresco. And you can walk, everybody will be happy. Walk this way, left, left, left. Okay? Keep going to the left. Take a picture.
So original fresco painting.
Are you taking the rear?
I am. 2,000 years old.
People, it's very easy. You move in and you keep going left.
Okay. What's that way?
That's
Same
all.
thing?
That was
That way, it's the same thing?
What is it?
We didn't see that.
Doesn't matter, it's the same. It's about the fresco, it doesn't matter. So you haven't seen one room. Because eventually we have to move.
So he's talking about the fresco there, the colored part. 2,000 years old. And the window up nice and high. And he's back outside, coming out to this view in the morning, huh? To the storerooms where we're headed.
We are, or are we? We are. Who's the last? I just need to know is the last. You're the.
I'm the follow-up.
boss.
Yep.
You're the
I
last?
think there's two more.
I don't
I
think
did
so.
not see them if they're back
They went
there.
up on the.
Really? Boss, can you please tell them that we are here so nobody get lost? If you see people there, tell them to join us.
I didn't see them. If they did, they snuck back there.
We are in a warehouse.
There they are.
Warehouse. 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 A lot of people are living here. They need food. Herod,
They slipped past me.
Herod, in the back of his mind, there is always an issue of somebody will try to do something against me. And if I need to be here for a long time, isolated from the rest of the world, I can do that. And according to Josephus, he was able to build a system, meaning to store food, that will be good for 5 years isolation. Are you with me? Now, food to store is not a problem. You dry, you can store. The problem is water.
Right.
How do we get water here? And if you can't get water here, nobody can live. By the fact of the matter that there were people living here, you already understand that they had a way to bring water to the top. Okay? So those are warehouses. And always remember King Herod. King Herod the Great. Because he was a great builder, not because he was a great person. He knew that an enemy of within or an enemy of without will always try to do something, and he had good reason to fear. Because one time they tried, and he had to leave here his own family while he was escaping to Egypt. He left here his brother and wife, and about 800 people, and he escapes to Egypt, and he made a promise. This did not look like this when he did it. When I'll come back, I'll fortify this place, and this will be my place of refuge. And so he did. So there was a small fortification before his time. Are you all with me?
Yes.
But what you see, this is King Herod the Great. Are you with me?
Yes.
37 watchtowers, unbelievable storage, and water system that you won't believe after I show you. All good?
Good. Virginia, Virginia. See this guy? He's the caboose. Stay in front of him. Okay? He's the caboose. This guy right here. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Ich hab schon gemacht. Aber kann man keins anschauen, weil der Akku ist leer. Manu!
You said 37 watchtowers, right?
He did.
My finger hit the wrong thing.
Langsam.
You taking notes on all this?
And we're traveling all along the watchtower.
There's a song in there somewhere. Should I break out a Stratocaster right about here?
I was going to go and start wailing. Come on, Jim.
Storeroom.
Do this to me, man.
To the discovery of the lots. See the sign? Coming up. real narrow here. And we break out into a big wide open space here.
So, we are about to enter a spa. A spa in the middle of the desert. Come on.
Means water.
Who else? Our dear friend? Exactly. You remember Beit Chan, and I promised you I'm going to show you a Roman spa. This is Roman, but it's healthy. Now, what do you do when you go to a spa? First thing you do, you need to have your body adjusted to the climate. So what did they do? They had a pool. And before you come to the spa, you immerse or swim or whatever you do. Not really swim. At least dip yourself. That's not Jewish, remember. We are not talking about here a Jewish ritual like we saw Kumeran. We have something like Kumeran, but not this one. This is just for fun. What you do, if the name of this part of the spa is Tipidarium. You know the word tepi water? Okay? Then you go there, and inside there you have a choice. You want to feel water a little bit cooler. What do? You walk down to the basement. When you walk down to the basement, the temperature of the water will be exactly. And the name of this will go, the name of this room, Refrigidarium. You know the name? Refrigerator. We have it. And then you move this way, and you will find a room where you can do a sauna. And the name of this room, Caldarium. So we have Tepidarium, Refrigidarium, and Caldarium. In a place of no water. Meaning, when you see this building, you said to yourself, wow, they were able to get enough water so they can use for themselves and extra to have the spa. Let's go. Yeah. Freebie.
Yeah, I guess I would.
I'm gonna take a picture of it, did you?
Over here to the right is the lukewarm
I said 'cause I'm a silly
section where you acclimated to the warmer. Actually kind of goes back down and around there.
It
Huh?
does. And if you remember,
Check it out.
below the line is what was originally, above the line is where they did Eureka.
Right.
And look at the mosaic picture.
You know what? You would deserve it if you could pull it out of there.
Jenga. Hey, I'm gonna be on TV, so don't take your clothes off, people.
This is a pretty hardcore fortress.
Yeah.
Somebody broke a hole over here though. Somebody's phone keeps going off. Probably Miss Kate's.
More of the fresco in here.
Yeah.
Fresco. San Fran fresco. I think I've already got stuff of this.
The diamond pattern on the floor on the wall. Probably went all the way around.
Well,
There's another bath over there.
let me go peek over there. Another deep, dark room with a little bit of sunlight coming in from the top.
And I've been under the floor pipes. Look at the pipe. This is original, but we found pieces of them. Now I have hot air going under the floor. So what I need to do is only pour water. When I pour water on that floor that was beautifully tiled, by the way, I have steam. And I can take my steam bath, right? Now what happened then? The steam goes up. And the steam meets a ceiling. By the way, this is the only building of a kind in the whole of Masada which was an arch. They did it on purpose because of the steam. When it meets the ceiling, the steam becomes water. And it will be slide down on the walls, which were beautifully tiled, and you will have steam and water all the time.
Wow.
This opening is original because they want to bring light into the building. Now think about it. When you are here, on Masada, maybe winter, even not winter, and you can have this kind of facility. This is amazing. This is where Herod showed the wealth, his technology. He can say, listen, I'm equal to you, Roman. It's true that I was educated in Rome and I learned from you, but when you come to my place, this is a treat. You understand? This is what it was about. Herod is showing his wealth. He shows he's equal to the others. Okay? Remember, this is all about him. Not the story, but yes, the archaeology. Are you okay? Fire. Right there, fire. Yeah. You burn, and then the hot air goes in the pipe, and it hits the floor. That's it. Very simple. In a way, very simple. Okay, please follow me. Thank you, we are turning right.
Jason, you got it?
I'm here.
Пол грелся, а чтобы пол куда-то где-то уходил, стенкой были сделаны вот такие трубки, и шпиль поднимался вверх и уходил по черному вверх, но зато грелось и пол был горячий, и стенки были горячие. И представь себе на эту голову, как
Burn? Is that what that
подняться было даже на голову. Нужно было на себе нести
I was too far back to see what he was pointing at.
Все надо было вручную видеть. Тут не было. И никаких машин не было. Сейчас ты видишь, открыл краник, вода потекла. Закрыл, слил, все автоматизировано.
So that was the bathhouse.
Gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Not to rush y'all or anything, but
That's where they burned the fire. Outside the
I believe there was a hole that went through.
step there.
Yep.
All right. Is it now that we're off to see the wizard? Is this the part?
Yes. To the discovery location of the lots.
Back there was the little. We discovered the little back there.
Don't make me take my shoe off and spank you with it.
That's an insult in the Middle East. That's my rock right there. That's my rock.
Could have saved if there was no war. If the rebels would have not come, people come close. But that's history. So he's writing to us in the very last day of Masada. The leaders of Masada are writing their name on pieces of pottery, and there will be one to be left as the last person, and he needs to make sure that everyone is dead, and he need to kill himself, whether by this or by poison or by something. And according to Josephus, and we are quoting Josephus here, the last person to remain on the mountain is the leader himself, El-Azar ben Yair. Now, Josephus has an experience in this matter of stay the last person and kill yourself. This is what he did to his people in the Galilee, in a small fort. But then, when he was supposed to kill himself, he changed his mind. You understand? So he knew what he was talking about. All of this is in the Israel Museum. We have it in the Israel Museum. And that is the very last day of Masada. You can imagine the tragedy. You can imagine how it was to be the last people here. You can imagine the very last day. And later on, I'll share with you the speech of the leader, what he's telling his own people to do, and you can only imagine to yourself what happened here. But there is something you need to keep in mind. You can't look at the story of Masada and say the Jews fighting the Romans. No. These people who are here on Masada is the very hardcore, you understand what I'm saying, of the Jewish resistance against Rome. For these people here, which did not represent the entire Jewish community who lived at the time, for them, not for the rest of the Jews, to live under Rome is much worse than to die. You understand? This is not the average Jew people. This is not whatsoever. This is the very extreme of the extreme of the extreme of the extreme. I on purpose do it this way so you understand whom are we talking about. This is the very hardcore, I would say, of the Jewish resistance. Are you all with me? Because you'll be surprised. Most of the Jews could have lived under Rome. Why? Because the Romans were like the mafia. What do they say? Give us money, you live in peace. Very simple. Most people did not have a problem to pay extra tax. Most people did not want to go to a war. But a small group of Jews had decided that they are not willing to do it. They will not let the Roman be on their land, and they will pay tax to Rome. And this small group of Jews had decided to go to a war. People, listen to this, against the Roman Empire. Can you imagine that? A small nation is going to a war against the empire of the time. It's like Israel declared war on Russia today. That's give you the proportion. At first they were lucky, but then the Romans are not the Greeks. They were able to slowly push them to Jerusalem and finally conquer Jerusalem, destroying Jerusalem, burning the temple. So the remnants of the Jewish resistance, including the leadership, are here. And that's what motivated the Roman to take this place over. People, it is not an easy mission. You send many people here. It's a desert. It's not comfortable. They were lucky, did it in the spring, but the summer is about to come. And the summer was the hope of the rebels. The Masada summer is the Russian winter. You know the expression Russian winter? That have defeated so many enemies. They were hoping that the summer will come and then these guys will go. The Roman plans of them. And I'll tell you what they did.
Get to the other side.